Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give you a complete guideline to create a successful e-commerce website. Here, as you see, I already have one e-commerce website and we're gonna make it from the scratch in our next video. But this video is all about what you need to know about e-commerce website. So first thing first is the first impression. You need to have a very beautiful design, and now as per that design I have one beautiful navbar here where I am having my logo, and also I have one search bar. I can search a product by the title or the name. If I just make some misspell, it will show us a message nothing matched with your search criteria, please try again. I can close the search result instantly. Then in the right, I have the button here or the menu button. I have home, shop, where actually all the products will be available. Then I have the card, the user profile, and the studio. That studio is responsible to generating all the available banner images and the products is happening in my website. So this studio is particularly the backbone, the dashboard of my website. So, and every successful e-commerce website, they're having in that same scenario. So now then, as you see, I have that banner. You need to have a beautiful banner showcasing that product availability or some other things. And then I have my product scenario. As you see, I can scroll through the products and it's just in the viewport is coming up a very good and handy position. And by the way, it's fully responsive for any of the screens, so don't worry about it. I'm just not showing you the responsiveness because you need to keep in your mind that you need to create that responsive website for the business purposes. So after that, I'm having a banner, and this banner is responsible to just to show you some more information about your website or about the products you want to forecast. And then you have that our bestseller section where all the bestseller products will appear. And as you see, this all products is actually coming up with that positioning way. So if you put the products in that position, it will just appear in that particular section. Then I have that product of the year. That's the same similar banner. I'm just directing to that shop now pages where it can just view through all the products available right now. And then I have our special offers. So, and whenever we're hovering in any of the product card, as you see, we're having two buttons, is add to cart, add to bag. Obviously it will just add to my the product in my cart, and in the quick view it will just take to a single page with that slug, that product slug. And that product slug is very important for the Google crawling, so you need to have that slug in one way or either. So now in here I'm also having that product on sale. So whatever the product is on sale, I'm just showing here. Then I have that main product image, the description, so previous price, the new price, and how much a user is saving with that. And from here also you can add to cart. And then I have the little description about this item. So how good is that item or whatever information I want to show the user, which can interact the user to buy that product. So let's go back to home again. So now, as you see, I added lots of products here. So now also I can go back to the shop where I'm showing all the available products. So now there is two things happening here. One is the grid view, another is the list view. So this is the grid view. It will come with the grid pattern. Also I can just toggle through with the list view pattern, so where you can see all the items is just showcasing in a list view. That you need to keep in your mind, that any e-commerce website you need to have some varieties. And also there will be the filter, search, parameters, so you can add more and more. But I'm just keeping the minimized portion what actually you need, because when you are applying a job you need to show the minimal statistics to just make your employer satisfied that yeah, you can do it. So this is the things you need to implement whenever you are going to have one e-commerce website. So now this, I have the two buttons. One is the profile, one is the buy now, which actually redirecting me to the card. So if I click on the card, remember, without the login you will never showing any other card to any other people. So it's whoever is logging, only he can view his card. So that's why you need to put a middleware to actually access all the scenario. If that user doesn't have that credential to view the card, he should not. So that's, you need to keep in mind where the authentication actually matter. So I will just sign in with the GitHub. And after signing, of course, it will redirect me to the pages where I belong. So I was in the cart and it just take back me to the cart. So now here in the cart, I'm showcasing the product, price, quantity, and the subtotal. So now here, a user, what actually he can do? He can delete the product from the cart if you want. He can add more quantity if he may choose, but he cannot gets less than one quantity, right? So the minimal quantity is one, because he can delete if you want. And also I'm showcasing the subtotal. Once I click, as you see, the subtotal is just changing. And then I have one receipt card where user can receipt all the things from the card. Then also there is a value where actually user can use some coupon if he has the coupon anyway. And then I have that cart totals where I'm showcasing the subtotal, shipping charge, and the total value. So you need to have that in website, because the subtotal value user will see, and any addition, deduction, you need to follow through to show the user that whatever actually is happening under the hood. And then I have the total value. If I just make that proceed to checkout, it can happen. But before giving a successful payment checkout, I want to talk to you regarding that studio. So let's just receipt the card from here. If I receipt, as you see, there is coming a good message, your card feels lonely, and then giving a purposeful message which can give some amusing stuff to the user and they feel good about it. So let's back to the continue shopping. So again, we are having in our homepage. So now let's go back to our studio where everything is happening. So this is the place which is responsible to showcasing everything in our e-commerce website. Now I can have my users here. Whoever user is registered or login, I can keep the user here. Then my banner. Remember, I want to change the image. I want to change one simple banner image. How I can do that? So that's the where actually is going to be handy. Then I have that product section where I can actually add new products, or if you want to just delete an existing product, you can delete it if you want to choose, or you can duplicate, or you can unpublish the product here. It's a very good use of Sanity, is have a very good usable option. And then I have also a set of category where I'm just separating the products category in that way. So the fashion, accessories, electronics, you can make it more fabulous in your own way. I just keep it in simple with a title and a description. And of course, I'm gonna show you how we can actually do it, but I'm just giving you an idea in this video which can really be helpful once you're creating your own website. Now in that Sanity dashboard, as you see, that is the Sanity's actual banner, the navbar. Then in the top of there, I have my own navbar which I entitled to made. So I have my logo, then also the admin studio for REB online shopping. Then from here, I can go to my website, and particularly this studio is actually toggled within my project, and I'm just getting a /studio. That is a very handy and useful things when you're using the Next.js 13 upper level. So you can create this one, and I'm gonna show you how you can create. So now let's add a new product in our page so we can actually go through that if it's working or not. So this is one of that OnePlus YouTube Pro 2. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna duplicate that product, then we're gonna create a new product, because as per my knowledge, I keep it in 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, my initial page will update. So let's just duplicate that one. So I will use a new product. So once we create that duplication, so all the value is the previous product value. So I will just add a new value. So that will be go through test product for YouTube. Okay, and remember, for the single page, we need to generate a slide on that. So let's generate, and it will come with that name. I'll keep the description as similar, and then I will upload a new image. I will upload that laptop image. I have on laptop but a different title, and then I will just keep the same category. The price I will keep like 2200, and the previous price which will indicate that 3000, and the ratings is for new arrival. About the body, all the details is the similar details. And also actually if you want to use some image here, you can use it, doesn't matter. So it depends on you if you want to use. So we can upload a image here. So let's go back here and upload an image. so it's gonna reflect through about the detailed pages. So I will just keep that keyboard just to show you that you can do it. Okay, so we uploaded image in the description and arrival and everything is the same. Let's hit the publish. So it will just come back to my pages within 10 seconds. Let's go back to our initial website. And also I will keep a hot reload on it because maybe sometimes it's taking a bit of time to implement on that about the network. As you see, test product for YouTube is already here because I made the substring to not to go in a further level. So if we click on that quick view, and you're gonna see that product is going in a different, you see, with that particular slag, and we are having that particular price and also the discounted price and then the discount things. And you see that keyboard image is available here, and that image is also generating from that Sanity. So that looks pretty cool. So let's just keep that in that in our cart. And also for maintaining that cart, I'm using that Redux toolkit to maintain my store, because you need to update the store pretty much every time. Either you can connect with your backend or you can create a store within your own environment. Even you have the backend, you need to have a store because you need to modify the real-time storage with your browser or with your mobile application. So you need to have a store to integrate in your application. So now we're gonna create a successful payment checkout in this time. So let's make some more products here. We're gonna make a very good shopping here. Okay, if we click here, as you see, it's just changing with the view. And also we can actually just, let's see in the shop if it's working or not. We can add from here. And if you add it in is already added there, then it will just increase the quantity. So you see there's a 2 and other quantities is available. So now I have 10,121. Remember, I have my previous checkout is 165 where actually my Stripe payment is happened. So now this time it's gonna be 10,121. So let's hit and see how it's gonna happen. But before doing that, remember, once I will hit that proceed to checkout, it will take back to, if the checkout is happened, it's gonna take me to success page. But I don't have any intersection to monitor if that checkout is happened or not, or is hang or whatever happening. I have no idea, only Stripe knows. And for that, we need to actually stabilize the webhook here to just, it will actually be stay in the middle, and then it's gonna show what's happening under the hood. And I already integrate the middleware, not the middleware, I already integrated that webhook. So I'm gonna show you how actually I'm gonna do that. So I will just make that Stripe to see is already available. I have 1.8.11. So now I need to log in my command line. So I'm gonna make a Stripe login and enter. So now it will go to my browser and ask the permission from my Stripe dashboard that it can actually redirect to me, like log into my actual page. So I will just give the password with that. And as you see, I am logged in. Now here, you need to be very careful because you may have some other projects. So you need to be on that initial project. So that's the project I use to create this type payment. So I will say that, yes, allow the access to my command line to monitor that one. So now I am here. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to put a middleware, like it will be in the middle when I hit that proceed to checkout. Until it's having the success, it's gonna give me all the information what's happening under the hood. So to implement that one, I need to make that Stripe and then listen. And here I need to make a forwards to flag, and then I'm gonna put that my local host, and it will be 3000. Okay, localhost 3000, then API webhooks, and then I create it in the checkout. Okay, so this is the line where actually I created my route. So it's gonna listen from there. So now you see it's getting ready, and now you see it's coming up with my secret and it's now watching what's happening. So I will keep it in that similar way. So let's go back here. We will just create a successful checkout right now. If I click on that proceed to checkout, So now it will take me back to the Stripe page where actually we're gonna have all the details to create a successful payment. Now you see I have 10,101. Okay, why is 1001? It should be something different. Again, let's back to check. Okay, it's 10,101 and the shipping charge it didn't add it. See, you need to be very careful because once I create the logic, I just passed that value. I didn't pass that shopping value, the charges value. So you need to keep in mind, you need to add all the value and summarize all the things. So I did it purposefully so I can show you what you need to be careful about in this place, because it's about the money. So the user is be very careful and very naughty about their money. So when you are building an e-commerce website, about the calculation, you need to be very strict and is very clear and specific. Okay, we'll just go through it. Don't worry about it because we are having in a demo session. So now we are going through that Stripe checkout page. You see it's running on the test mode. While you are in the development mode, you will get lots of things available here. So now I have all the product which I'm going to purchase, all 6 items with their actual prices, and you see there's each price and then it's also getting that as subtotal price. And then I need to also, you can pay that with the link. If you just forward that link with some other way, you can, you see it will just go through that, but I don't want, because let's see, yeah, you see that's with the link it will just create the payment. So we'll just go with the email. So that's the email, and I will put that default value of one default card 4242 and a good valuable year 123 for CVC. Put the name, country origin, and then pay. So once it's paying, just look at here. You see payment intent succeeded, checkout session is completed, charge succeeded, payment intent created. As you see right now, everything is worked just fine. Now from here, trust me, from here, once this section is done, you can connect in the middle, you can connect your database, and you see the 2200 post request. You can send all the requests to your database. You can send whatever the Stripe is formulating, because right now if we go back to Stripe and just create a reload, you're gonna see that successful payment is happened and our payment is done. So this is the payment 10,101. If you just expand that one, as you see these the details, it will just forecast and it will take that details to your database. Only here you just need to connect your database here in the middle, and then it will do the trick. So I'm going to show you in our next project, which is coming within next week, and where I will create it, this entire beautiful website from beginning till end. You need to be still with me, and all the things it will be available there. And that's the actually basic thing. Here is the most catchy thing any of the successful e-commerce website, because once the user payment is set, because this page it will come even as like if the payment is received or not, it will just come with a success flag. So I need to actually check if it's received or not. And you see my card is just got empty because the payment is done, card is empty, and also I landed in the page. So now I can connect my database, get all the details, and then I can show the orders, and also I can forecast the delivery purposes, that when it gonna deliver or how it gonna be delivered. So this is the entire things you need to keep in mind whenever you are maintaining or doing any of the e-commerce website. It's a very simple structure you need to maintain, but you need to be very specific about all the actions you're gonna pass. Okay, so I think it gonna make a lot of sense to you, and also need to be very strict about the logging portion, because once I logged out, I will not be available to go to any of the cart portion. And this portion you see here is studio. This one it will not be available for any of the users. Only the admin users can show it. Admin users can access that one. So just redefine your memories and have a very good face setup about what actually we're gonna build in the next, because my next video is coming all about to create that one. So sit tight. I will see you with that video to create all the things from the beginning with me.